Pero aquí, tío, si hice una crítica totalmente constructiva, gasté 2 o 3 bromas.
If I may ask, what is safelink all about? What does it do? Why wouldn't anybody want to? Because from every indication, in my own perspective, or the way I've been thinking ever since I walked in, I looked at the little paper that they gave me. It looks like it's a cell phone company, it's a telephone company, and that's what my head is telling me. I don't know if I'm right or
yeah. So Lifeline is a government program. You qualify for the program. There's a lot of different ways to qualify. People typically qualify based on income, or if you receive food stamps or some other sort of government assistance. Lifeline program gives you if you qualify, gives you the option of either getting a landline phone or cell phone service. And with your cell phone service, and we're going to actually go through the application process for cell phone service, it's basically a program that's put in place to give people that wouldn't necessarily have the opportunity to purchase cell phones, or cell phone service on their own. It gives them the opportunity to have cell phone service either at a reduced rate, depending on a program that you sign up for, or free if you want, what the basic SafeLink program comes with. So what we're doing today is we're going to go through the application process. And it's not you personally, it's just looking to see what an application entails. And at the end of the application, or near the end of the application, I am going to ask you questions, certain things that you're going to see, because I want to get a better understanding of what you are looking at means to you.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
So in order to get through the application process and understand that you don't necessarily have to remember anything, the only thing that you're going to do to get from page to page, and I put a little green sticker there, is just press that in order to get to the next slide. You can go at your own pace. If you want to spend a little bit of time reading what's on there, please feel free. There may be some things that you're reading that we don't necessarily need to pay a whole lot of attention. If you do want to ask questions at some point, not be able to, feel free to ask any questions that you want as we are going through this. Okay? So the first slide is just essentially what I just explained, that, hey, we're going to be going through this application process. So now you can press the space bar. This is just the home page of SafeLink. So if you decide to apply for the program, this is where you would go. You would put in your zip code just so that it can check the area to make sure that your area is an area that provides the cell phone service. Oh, well, you don't have to type anything. Yeah, so we're just looking. That's the only button that you're going to have to press today.
Okay.
Okay. This page is just a little bit more about the service itself. So it's telling you about Lifeline and just a little more detail about the Lifeline program. And again, you don't necessarily have to. And this is the application. So if you are applying online, this is what an application looks like. And it's asking you basic information about yourself. And then as you'll see on the next several slides, it's going to ask for various pieces of information, either about you, members of your household, as well as how you actually qualify for the program. So again, another screen, right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is giving you a little bit more information about what a household entails, specifically for the Lifeline program, since they do have restrictions by household. More information about other ways to qualify, or asking about other people in your household.
So why does it have safelink, Lifeline?
So Lifeline is the program, safelink is the provider of the program.
Okay.
So when you apply for Lifeline, you can choose from different service providers, and safelink is a provider.
Okay. If I may ask, if Lifeline is the program, right?
It's the program, correct.
And the safelink is the provider. So can somebody have Lifeline and still not use safelink as a provider?
Yes.
Use other?
Yeah, but there are multiple companies. The offers that each company has will probably be unique to that company.
Mm-hmm.
So when I apply for the program, I can choose to use, or I can choose to use Assurance, or I don't know any other providers you can choose from.
Okay.
Yeah, additional information about other people and whether or not they have food stamps or Medicaid, or receive food stamps or Medicaid. Additional qualifying criteria. It's asking about any other eligible applicants and information about that person on the next couple of slides.
So with Lifeline and another provider other than safelink, would the person still get the benefits? Do you know?
What do you mean?
Lifeline is a program,
and
then safelink for being your provider and go to another.
Yeah.
So you still get the benefits.
The benefit or what you receive from the provider may be different. Okay. But yeah, I mean, you're still, essentially taking advantage of the program.
Okay.
Yeah. This is income information if you're qualifying through income. So I want to spend a little bit of time here. So this is one slide that I definitely want you to pay attention to. And I have really two questions on this slide. The first is, what are the options that are available? So based on what you see, what is it that you're choosing?
iPhone or Android.
What do you mean?
You asked me a question. What kind of phone would you like to use once you're qualified, right?
So that's a question, right? And there are options that are available that you would pick from. So again, keep in mind that this is like a web page and you're looking at it, pretend on a computer. And it's prompting you after the question to make a choice.
Okay.
So what I'd like to understand is, based on what you see, what are those choices?
Okay. Okay.
Okay, so
I will go for a new phone that will give me a discount with an unlimited plan.
okay, so that is so right now you're looking at the first option.
Yes.
Okay, so it's telling you that, or what you told me is that it's a new phone.
Yeah.
Where are you going to get this new phone, or how are you going to get this new phone?
It said from Walmart with from Walmart, whether it is the new phone or get another affordable price from Walmart.
Okay, so if you make that selection, what would you expect to do in order for that to happen?
For me to get it, I will, from what I'm seeing here, is a lower price, and they're gonna give me discount, so I go for it.
And go where?
Get the phone
From?
Is it safelink?
I'm asking you.
No. If I should, from what I'm seeing on this screen, from Walmart, on a lower price with an unlimited plan from T-Mobile.
Okay.
So that's my T-Mobile. Look at it.
Okay. So, but before I ask my next question, I want to kind of back up a little bit. So, number one, this application isn't specifically about you or your service or what you personally have, right?
Okay.
So the questions that I'm asking are solely based on what you are reading and your interpretation or your understanding of the information that you're looking at. Okay? So on this page, there are two options. The question is essentially, as you said, what would you pick? What kind of phone would you like? So you said you would pick the first option, which is get a free phone from Walmart.
I'm going to pick a new phone from the... Oh,
that's fine. Just, you can hit the...
Pick a new phone from... I'm not going to, like it said, Walmart Mobile offers no contract plans and the latest phone models at affordable prices. So that's what I'm going to do. Or apply your monthly discount and get. So that's what I'm going to get, a phone from Walmart with an unlimited plan.
Okay. Now I'd like you to look at the second option.
I want to keep my own, receive a free, no.
And explain to me what that means to you.
To get another, to keep like this, my old phone, I'll keep it. And then get the little card that is inside it.
Okay.
So the only reason why I wanted a new phone is if it has better features than my old phone. But if my old phone has better features than the whatever new phone, then I will keep my new phone.
Okay.
My old phone.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go ahead and go on to the next slide. And again, what I'd like to understand is, based on what you're seeing, what are the options that are available to you?
Okay. There is data. One point that I used to have a phone that once I take a picture, it tells me there's no space, and I never liked it. So I'm gonna go for higher data.
Okay. And the reason that you picked higher data is what?
Because like I told you, there's an old phone that I used to have. Anything you do on it, By the time you turn around, it tells you there's no space. So, that's all.
Okay. Are there any other options to choose from on this page?
Maybe minutes.
Okay.
That's what matters to me.
Can you explain to me what these options are for?
Please choose the carrier compatible with your phone. Okay, T-Mobile.
Okay, and the reason that you would make that selection is?
Because I've been with them for a long time and I have no complaint.
Okay, and by selecting that option, what does that mean to you?
It simply means it's the same company that I'm comfortable with.
Okay. The next slide. So after you, so the slides that you were just on were picking your plan, right? Picking a device, or you looked at a couple of different device options. Now in the application process, you're at the point where you're reviewing the application. So you filled it out, you did address, you picked, the program that you qualified for. You're at the point where it's asking for basically an electronic signature.
Okay.
Okay.
So sign? No?
No, well, you don't have to sign now. This is just, again, a screenshot. So we can go on to the next one.
I agree. The next service provider can give the guideline program.
So essentially, it's just showing you what you have already filled out in consolidated form so that you can acknowledge that, yes, this is what I said. So we can go ahead and go on to the next one. And you're essentially wrapping up. You're ready to submit your application. And again, you don't have to necessarily read all of this. Okay. So if you go to the next one, application is submitted. Yep. So we're waiting approval, right? And then the final slide is your confirmation. All right. So based on this, and again, kind of keeping in mind everything that we went through, you read a little bit about the program, filled out your application, made some choices regarding your service, submitted application, now you're approved. So based on where you are right now, what do you think is going to happen next?
Okay, within the next few days, they are going to, someone will email you SIM card package instruction on what to update, track that. So the next thing is for them to send me the phone or the SIM card, and I'm told here how to track my SIM package by logging into my account using the enrollment number they already gave me. That's simply what this is.
Okay. So, letter that you would have received, open it up. Don't worry about ripping anything. Treat it as if it was your own mail. What I'm going to do is I want you to read through this. I'm going to give you a couple of minutes, and then I'm going to come back in and I'm going to ask you questions about this.
Okay. This thing size, fees. Fees, your phone, that. It's not the same in your existing phone for help, 50 days. make your first phone call. If you need help selecting or intersecting your SIM card, call this. Okay. How to get started. Wireless is a very supported service government benefit program eligible customers may enroll in lifeline services non-transferable and limited to a household document.
All right. So based on the letter that you received, what is it that you think you need to do next?
So the next thing I need to do is put my SIM card in my existing phone and make my first phone call. If I need help, I can call them.
Okay, so so you have an iPhone, let me grab a phone.
Okay, I think I'm track phone where there's a compatible
All right, so you have an iPhone.
Yeah.
I have an iPhone. Have you ever put a SIM card into your phone before?
Yes, I have tried.
So what is it that you think you need to do?
Take this out.
Well, you don't have to do it with your
Okay.
phone. I gave you a phone right there
Okay.
to just work with.
Oh, yeah.
So what do you think you need to do?
So open the back, and there's a little space there, and then insert it.
Okay. And you said the first step is what exactly?
There's something here. I can't find it on this phone. Oh my, I can't.
Okay.
Where? I can't.
So if you, let's say you don't know how to do this, where would you go for help?
Okay, they already said if you need help selecting or inserting your SIM card, call this number.
Okay.
Or visit them. So can I? Okay.
So let's go to the website.
Okay.
And I want you to
SIMinsert.com.
All right, so
hello and welcome.
We're going to watch the video. Feel free to follow along. Pause it or anything that you need, but we're going to watch this and then we'll see if you still have questions, okay?
Okay.
You're visiting us today because you've gotten a new SIM card for your phone, and this video will provide easy to follow step-by-step instructions to get your new SIM card inserted correctly. Let's begin. First, you'll want to check your phone to make sure it's powered off before we start the insertion process. Once that's done, let's find the SIM card slot in your phone. For some, it'll be inserted into a SIM tray on the top or side of the phone. On others, the SIM slot will be located underneath the battery cover. If your phone has a tray slot on the top or side, you'll need to first eject the SIM tray. To open your phone's SIM tray, insert a paper clip or the SIM eject tool into the hole beside the SIM tray. Some phones have a
What is it that you're looking for?
It said it has to have SIM slave. You can open it with a paper clip.
Okay. So I'm going to give you a tool.
I hope I know where it is. Are you the one? You don't seem to. No, are you the one?
So right now, you're still not sure.
No.
Do you want to rewind the video and look at it one more time?
Okay.
So yeah, you can back it up or yeah, and then just tap.
Check the SIM tray. To open your phone SIM tray, insert a paper clip or the SIM eject tool into the hole beside the SIM tray. Some phones have a micro SD tray, which looks similar to the SIM tray. When ejecting the tray, make sure it's the SIM tray and not the micro SD tray.
Okay.
Once the SIM tray ejects, you can pull it straight out of the phone. Now, if the SIM slot is located beneath the battery cover, you'll likely need to remove the battery in order to access this slot and the SIM card inside. Next, we'll need to determine which size SIM card is compatible with your phone. There are 3 sizes: the nano SIM, which is about the size of a head of a thumbtack or your pinky nail, a micro SIM, about the size of a dime, and the standard size SIM card, about the size of a quarter. Most phones use a nano or micro SIM. You can compare the size of your SIM tray to the size of the SIM card to determine which one fits your phone. Your package may come with one of 2 styles of SIM card, the SIM Trio card or the nano SIM and adapters. The SIM Trio card will work with phones that use any of these types, thanks to its 3 pre-cut shapes. For phones that use the standard SIM, simply pop it out of the card. The micro SIM is...
Second, sorry.
You guys are having so much fun doing this.
So I am going to I'm gonna.
I broke that one.
No, it just has to be reset. So I'm gonna show you another way to do this, and what I'd like for you to see is you saw this and you saw the video. There may have been some information missing. I don't know, but I'm gonna do it, and I want you to tell me, okay, based on what I just saw, which is me doing it, here's what would have helped me do the same thing. Okay? So this is the SIM card tray, right?
Okay.
This is the tool that it references here. It looks a little different, but it's the same thing. So to get the SIM card tray out, you push it in. It pops out.
Okay.
When you take the tray out, this is what the card. So
put it on the tray.
right. So you put it back in the tray. There's a little notch there, so that way you know you're putting it in the right way. And then to put it back in, you look at the hole here, you see the hole here, and then you push it back in.
Okay.
So we saw the video, and we read this. What would have helped you do what I just did?
First of all, if I had looked at this very well, and it was demonstrated here, but I was more like Christmas present, and it's just, so that was what happened.
Okay, so when you say Christmas presents, well,
The excitement, let it start working, I need to start using it immediately. Yeah.
Okay. So in hindsight, is there something that you would have done differently?
Yeah. What I would have done differently is pay more attention to the demonstration and not just think in my head that, yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now, the last thing that I want to do is I want to show you an email.
Okay.
And this is something that you would have received after you received the letter. So what I'd like to understand is, based on the email, would you have done anything different?
Follow the 3 steps to activate your service. SIM, insert.com for video instructions. If unable to view call, insert your saved SIM card from package into your phone. Call to complete activation. So the question you're asking me is what I would have done different.
And not necessarily
if I had seen the email.
Correct.
And not this.
Would you have done anything different?
To be frank with you, I'm just going to be honest. I would have done the same thing.
Okay.
I'd be excited about it. Just think I got it. That is the way it should. Yeah.
Okay. And then if you experience problems, where would you go for help?
To be frank with you, if I experience any problem, I may think that calling the toll-free number is too much, going to take my time, or I'll just go to my young children and ask them.
Okay. All right. And with that, we're done.
Oh, wow.
So just make sure that you have all of your stuff. There's a survey that we're going to fill out in the lobby.
Okay.
And then after that, you're finished.
Okay.
I'm going to walk out. I'm sorry?
Thank you.
No, you will.